Alt Funds Global presents Non-Recourse Loans Explained, the secret banks don't want you to know.
Non-recourse loans, limit recourse loans, money you never have to pay a bank out of getting a loan from them. Are you kidding me? Do these things ever exist? In this video, I'm going to tell you why many banks offer non-recourse loans, technically called limited recourse loans, how they are true and how they work. You've got to watch this video.
All of the information presented is for entertainment and information purposes only. Nothing discussed constitutes legal or accounting advice, an offer or solicitation of financial services, or financial advice of any kind. Our goal is to showcase alternative vehicles to raise capital. At no point will we be soliciting any investment programs.
Hi, Samir Amin from Alt Funds Global. My organization helps accredited investors leverage their cash, their letter of credit, and so on to access capital that the banks are primarily offering their VIP clients. We can do this because of volume of transactions we give to banks, because of our relationships with specific banks, because of our experience and expertise in this area. The capital our clients are getting allows them to do project financing, grow their business, buy auxiliary businesses, and things like that. First, one of our members reached out to me and said, "Tim, I want to learn a little bit about non-recourse loans, or what you refer to as limited recourse loans. If these things exist, why is it that when I go to my bank, I have to give them my firstborn, my secondborn, and collateral? Why is this not part of mainstream media? Like, what's this all about? Educate me." So here's the truth about non-recourse loan, or what the true word for is called limited recourse loan, and how they work. So folks, imagine that I go and I deposit $10,000 in my bank account today. When I do, I want immediate access to that $10,000. I have a wife, I have kids, I have family, I have living expenses. I need immediate access to that money that I deposit. When you want to deposit money in retail banking division of a bank, and we want immediate access to that money that we've deposited, that money is called non-sticky money. That's money we're giving to a bank, but we expect immediate access to it, and so the money doesn't stick. Now I want to imagine you, as a credit investor, you're going to go into a bank. More likely, you're not going to go to the retail division of the bank. You're going to go to a different division of the bank. Wholesale banking, private banking, commercial banking, different division of the bank, capital markets, insurance division, some other division of the bank. And you're not going to deposit $10,000. You're going to deposit $1 billion. You're going to deposit $50 million. You're going to deposit $750 million, some amount of money that you're depositing in the private wealth division or the other division of the bank. Your bank knows your lifestyle, whatever your cost of your lifestyle is more likely not going to be $500 million or $750 million or some amount of money. Maybe you need $1 million, $2 million this month for your lifestyle, but you don't need $750 million. And so the bank makes a lot of money when you give them money that sticks. I'm going to repeat myself. The bank makes a lot of money when you give them money that sticks. I, as a banker, when I receive $750 million, please look up the term fractional banking. A normal bank would more likely go to a traditional central bank, go get a line of credit on that money. On a $750 million, I can go and get a $7.5 billion line of credit from the central bank. If I have $7.5 billion as a line of credit from the central bank, and I do overnight lending to other banks, you know how much money I make? If I issue my own letter of credit at a discount to another bank, I make money off it. If I do private placement programs, there's like 10 trillion things I can do with money that sticks. And it's not $10,000, it's not $75,000, it's $750 million that the guy deposits $50 million. It's some amount of money they've deposited. The line of credit I can get out of that is huge. The amount of money I can make on that is huge. Now, friends, I want to ask you, I want you to do some thinking, and imagine, you are the CEO of a bank. You're the CEO of a bank. Do you want people to deposit $10,000 that does not stick, money that does not stick? Or would you prefer sticky money, like 50 million, 500 million, like some large amount of money, but the money sticks? Which of the two do you prefer? Do you want clients that have large amount of deposits and the money sticks, or do you want lots of Tamer Zammits at $10,000 a pop where the money doesn't stick? Which of the two would somebody like you prefer? And so if it makes sense, financial sense, logical sense, that all banks want accredited investors to deposit $50 million, $75 million, $750 million, I want you to consider, you as a CEO of a bank want to have an opportunity to attract these types of clients. You as a CEO of a bank want an opportunity to attract these types of clients. So what would you do? What would you do? I'm telling you, one of the things you do is you give us something called, referred to as a non-recourse loan. It's money that people don't have to pay back. So you tell the guy who's going to deposit 50 million, 500 million, 750 million, something like that, hey, when you want a loan, I'm going to give you a non-recourse loan, money you don't have to pay back. So if that guy wants to go back a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 500 years from now, not 500 years from now, but like something like that, and he wants to do a transaction, a business, and he has a valid business plan, you want to give him a loan that he does not have to pay back. That's the difference between non-recourse loans and recourse loans, and that's the story behind it. So why is it the common person has not heard about it? Why doesn't the mainstream media talk about it? Well, as here at Alphonse Global, we market to accredited investors. I can tell you, for the accredited investors that we market to, privacy and secrecy is extremely important. It's not important, it's extremely important. I will never, ever be able to take one of my celebrity clients, billionaire clients, like people that have to go on a YouTube video to do a testimonial for people that don't know, call you. If you are ultra wealthy, do you want to go on fucking YouTube and tell people, look how much money I made with Timur? Like, that's bullshit. Like, nobody in their brains wants to do that. That is why in private banking, there's a reason why there's the word private is in front of the word banking. It's not Tamer Zammit's opinions or points of views, these are facts. And so that's one reason why mainstream media would not want to, or what banks would not want to disclose that to mainstream media. Now, I'll give you a second point, and everything I say in all my videos or books that I've published, please fact check. Please fact check everything I say at any given time I say it. Look at the public information of financials released by all the major banks. And I don't care who you bank with, I don't care what religion you are, just look at the public information released by all the banks on their financials. You will discover that banks make a shitload of money, not from retail division. You will learn that banks make a shitload of money, not from the retail division. Comes from private wealth, from capital markets, comes from all these divisions, and that's something you can fact check. That's how banks provide accredited investors with a lot of money, non-recourse loans, and why it's not in public domain. I want to end with something my mother said. I want to just say something that my mother said a long time ago. The more money you have, the more doors will open up for you. The more money you have, the more resources and the better quality resources you're going to get access to. These are facts of life. I hope you find this valuable. If you did, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll provide you with customer case studies and possible strategies, banking programs. Always fly down, meet us, meet me face to face, meet my team face to face. Go to our offshore events. You get to meet the managing directors, the CEOs of the banks and financial service providers we work with. So you can meet them. Say, this guy called Tamer, is what he's saying the truth. Are you a real bank? Show me, are you a real bank? Are you real? Like that. It's a phenomenal opportunity to change your wealth, change your knowledge, and make a meaningful change in the world. I hope you found this helpful. My name is Tamer Salmon. If I can be of help to you, feel free to book a consultation call. I only take calls through our book through our website at allfundsglobal.com.
Would you like to know about our next event?
Why would you attend Allfunds Global's banking events?
Unlock exclusive financing secrets with top bank CEOs and family offices. Build powerful connections, secure loans beyond retail banks, and fund your legacy. Join financial leaders at Allfunds Global offshore events.
You're a bridge lender?
I'm a bridge lender.
Are you disrupting the bridge lending industry?
Always. Been
Why?
disrupting it since 15.
Why are you trusting my company?
What do you mean? How could I not?
Why do you trust my company to get shit done?
Because I know his capabilities and I know what he can do and I know what he will do.
You're a broker. That's correct.
I'm a direct funder.
You're a direct fund. You can monetize SPLCs. And then you can put into this thing called trade, which is your own trade.
That is correct. For few.
For few.
I didn't know what to expect. Like, Stephen invited me a week and a half ago. And I said, because he had told me a little bit about the structure. And what I've learned is it was a fire hose, but you guys have cut the noise. You've given us a path. And the one thing I truly appreciate is every time you're like, so you validate it, you're like, you don't just say it to you, trust you. You're like, and Carlos, is that right? And Tam, is that right? You know, because you're appreciating our questions in our mind. And because it's 95% scammers out there, we've all ran into them, we spent money on them. And instead of being offended, you actually, you know, ease that in us while educating us. And what it's going to do for my business, it's going to explode.
Hi friends, I now want to take a minute and answer some of your frequently asked questions. One of the common questions I get a lot is, Timur, we've learned a lot from you through your YouTube channel. How do we learn more? Can we fly down and meet you, meet your team? And the answer to all of that is yes, yes, and yes. If you want to learn more, my first invitation is to become a member of Allfunds Global. You simply go to our website, allfundsglobal.com. You sign up to become a member for free. You get access to webinars, offshore events that we do, and content that we never, ever, ever, ever publish on YouTube. I promise you that it's worth becoming a member for sure. The second way that you can learn a lot is I'm a published author. Structured Financing, Demystified, Hypergrowth, just multiple books on Amazon that you can get access to. I highly recommend going and checking out some of these books, getting engaged into some of the stuff, that strategies and tactics that we're using for ourselves, for our families, for our friends. You definitely want to check these things out for sure. Another question, I guess, Timo, why are you so passionate about getting a bank license? Why is that so important? Well, the truth is, our mission within Allfunds Global is to help businesses become self-funded for life. Imagine you run a coffee shop and I run a coffee shop. Imagine we buy the coffee beans from the same grower and my coffee shop is right across yours, like really right across yours. Our competition is probably nil. But if you have a bank license and I don't have a bank license, and let's say I made $500,000 and you made $500,000 in income, but if you have a bank license, you are depositing a bank license with the central bank of the country where you own your own private bank license. That means, repeat this again, you are depositing your money with the central bank of the country you have your bank license on. So $500,000 deposited with the central bank should give you a line of credit of 10 times multiple. So that means you get a line of credit of $5 million. Now it's not free money, it's a line of credit of $5 million. Now, if you draw that entire money out and you go to whichever country you're currently resonating in, the country you're doing business with, and you know in real estate, you want to buy a house, you put 20% down and you get a loan for 80%, same thing. You put $5 million down with a business plan to your local bank, whoever your bank with, and say, hey, I want to grow my business, my technology business, real estate business, pharmaceutical business, whatever business it is. I'm a venture capitalist. I'm putting $5 million down. Your bank gives you a loan at four times more, so now you get a $20 million loan. Now it's not free money, it's $20 million loan. What can you afford to do with $20 million that I cannot afford to do with $500,000? Could you invest in artificial intelligence? Could you invest in hiring better people? Could you invest in advertising? Hell, with that amount of money, could you even buy auxiliary businesses or invest in auxiliary businesses? I say you can, and that's why we within Allfunds Global are so passionate in helping clients become self-funded for life, and getting a private bank license is one of the vehicles that I am personally very passionate about helping clients on. Another question, I guess, Timur, you charge a consultation fee. Allfunds Global, the team charges a consultation fee. Why do you charge a consultation fee when you guys can make so much money on the back end? It somehow slows me down from taking a credit card and paying you money for it. Well, here's the truth. We offer our content, millions and millions of dollars worth of content complete for free on YouTube. We don't advertise as of the date of doing this video. We don't advertise on YouTube, Google, or we don't do any kind of advertising at all. And what we find is the volume of traffic that goes into YouTube attracts people that are tire kickers, people that are fraudsters, people that have mental health issues. When we charge a small consultation fee, this deters the hacker, the fraudster, the person who's shopping around, the tire kicker. It eliminates all that and allows me and my team to be on calls or meetings with customers we actually want to do business with. What a concept. Now comes, this is better. At the time of doing a transaction with a client, that fee they pay for a consultation call, we refund it. At the conclusion of us doing a transaction with a client, we refund 100% of all the monies that they paid on consultation fees. This allows us to work with people that are committed to working with us, are serious about working with us, are not tire kickers, are not people that are like, they don't know what banking 101 is, and they're there to waste our time and energy. Just eliminates that. And me and my team are very proud of doing that. Next question, I guess, Timur, the alternative funding industry overall has a lot of fraudsters in it, has a lot of deep fake in it. What are you doing to protect us, protect yourself? So here's the answer to that. Any industry that has a lot of money by default attracts a lot of fraud. Let me say this again. Any industry that attracts a lot of money by default attracts a lot of fraud. I don't know who you bank with. If you bank with one of the top 20 banks in the world, pick a bank you bank with, or you use payment processing companies like PayPal, these companies see a lot of fraud every day, from fraudsters mimicking their website to mimicking their email addresses, and in cases like mine, once a year or twice a year, some idiot, excuse my language, decides to copy my picture on social media, tries to create a fake profile of me, and goes on social media selling scammy transactions. Now, we have the technology and the resources to catch that, usually within 72 hours of that happening, and then cause legal action against that fraudster. We have the financial resources, thank God, to do that today, but that's just the nature of this industry. So what we do to protect ourselves is we never solicit on social media anything, nor do we solicit in general. We offer a lot of educational materials, but we don't solicit. You'll never see me or any of my associates on any social media trying to sell anything, ever. Second, all transactions that we do, money always has to go through a reputable law firm. All transactions we do, money always has to go to a reputable law firm. You know, we never ask the client to send us money or anything like that. Now, I do want to take a minute and talk a little bit about my competitors. In the United States, in the US alone, US has 3% of the world's population, and they have over 60% of the world's lawyers. In the United States, that's a fact, have 3% of the world's population and over 60% of the world's lawyers. I have a lot of legitimate competitors in the United States and around the world that unfortunately have been sued for wrongful things that other people have done. There's a lot of negative stuff on social media or websites about some of my legitimate competitors. And I want to tell you that a lot of my competitors are legitimate. They're hardworking people. I know them. They deliver real results. And unfortunately, they have negative comments or fraud or even losses against them. The reason within Allfunds Global doesn't have a lawsuit against it, or me, Tamer Zaman, don't have a lawsuit against me, or people on social media saying that we're fraudsters or something like that, is simply because of my lack of vision. Every company you deal with, every major company you deal with, whether it's the cars you drive, Ford, Lexus, I don't know, GM, or Facebook, Google, YouTube, whatever you use, or medicine you have, like Tylenol, all of these companies have lawsuits against them. A lot of the companies you work with have litigations against them. It's just part of the growth. At some point, the business needs to grow exponentially, and that's when you have to see lawsuits as just the nature of the business growing. The fact that we don't have it is because of my lack of vision as the CEO and like trying to bark a tree like that. Now, I see that changing as we buy businesses that have other CEOs, as we grow. We have over 800 registered brokers with us. As that number grows, it's not normal for our business to continue growing without some idiot calling us fraudster, some idiot trying to sue us, or something like that. If you want to take advantage of the alternative funding industry, I'm going to tell you this is the industry I love. I'm going to tell you this is the industry that I've made a lot of money with. I'm going to tell you this is the industry I've helped a lot of clients make a lot of money with, friends and family make a lot of money with. And if this is an industry you want to get involved in, I recommend meeting the people you want to do business with, like physically flying out to meeting them. If you can afford to hire an investigator. We use a lot of former FBI, former CIA people. These are people you can hire to do background checks. It's not only do these people have lawsuits or not, or other losers calling them fraudsters or not. I'm telling you, a lot of my competitors are really good people, and they're not fraudsters. So do your own due diligence, listen to your intuition. We're really interested in working with some really good people that are vision-driven entrepreneurs that really want to serve the world, and I think we have some things that are really amazing to offer. Another question I get is, Tamer, we love all the services of Funds Global. What are the top 3 services you offer that we should really seriously think about, call you or your organization and get you guys involved? But my favorite service, the one that makes a lot of sense, is the trusted advisory service. This is when we become your chief banking officer. We work with your CFO, your legal team, the CEO, the COO. We look at where your organization is, where you want it to be. We look at banking programs that make sense for your type of business, that are proven and would work to generate access to alternative revenue sources for your business that makes sense. From that, we then create offshore tax structures, offshore bank accounts, offshore bank licenses for your organization, so the revenue that gets generated has a channel to go to that is well protected. We have a lot of domain expertise that I do not share ever on YouTube. It's not like a lawyer who's like, go create a trust account and cooks at it. We don't do. We do some very sophisticated stuff that I'm very proud of. That's our intellectual property. And so the trusted advisory services, where we become a trusted advisor, is one of the things that I would recommend everybody to look at. It's a monthly retainer, you pay for it, but let me tell you, for every penny you put in, that you get tens of dollars out of it. And I think you're not going to get this amount of expertise dedicated to your business. So that's something I would recommend you to think about and sign up for. Second one is, if you're looking for access to capital, we have a lot of unique programs like Rent a Rich Uncle that we can support your organization, as long as your organization is a successful business and not a startup, not somebody who's going bankrupt. It's a successful business that has real cash, real assets, and is generating something real, that's real growth. I think we have some avenues for accessing capital that others simply cannot offer. And the final one that I love is we have a lot of asset management structures that are very unique to our intellectual property that I love to share with you. If you have assets, you want to grow, you want to get bank license, you want to set up a trust, you want to work with multiple central banks, do some really cool stuff. I think I'm the only weirdest person that has real expertise and experience in doing this stuff. And so my name is Tamer Zaman from Funds Global. Thank you for following us up on YouTube. If you're doing that, thank you for trusting me. Thank you for trusting my team. And on behalf of my team, I just really want to say thank you. And we look forward to the opportunity of serving you.